and welcome to Ontario Presents Virtual Networking Series 2025, taking place October 7th to 9th. I'm Annie Wilson, the Director of Programming and Marketing for the Burlington Performing Arts Centre, and I am delighted to host today's showcases. On behalf of Ontario Presents, I warmly welcome everyone joining us from across the Canadian performing arts sector. Thank you to the artists, agents, and managers who make VNS possible, as well as our funders, Canadian Heritage, the Ontario Arts Council, and the Canada Council for the Arts. This year features 40 pitches from artists across Canada, reflecting diverse communities and cultural influences, all selected by a peer jury. Today, October 8th, we'll see 10 young audience showcases in a 60-minute session. Each has prepared a 5-minute pre-recorded video with closed captions available. For details, a digital handout is available in the chat and at ontariopresents.ca. It includes bios, show descriptions, technical info, and price ranges in showcase order. To begin today, I'd like to acknowledge that I'm joining you from the lands along Lake Ontario to the Niagara Escarpment, stewarded by Indigenous peoples since time immemorial, including the Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee, and the Métis. This territory is mutually covered by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Belt Covenant, an agreement between the Iroquois Confederacy, the Ojibwe, and other allied nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. Okay, let's get started with day 2. Sultans of String is a Billboard charting band that thrills their audiences with their genre-hopping passport of roots, Celtic reels, flamenco, Django jazz, and Arabic rhythms, celebrating musical fusion and human creativity with warmth and virtuosity. They're here to celebrate 20 years of touring.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chris McCool from Sultans of String, and I'm so grateful for this opportunity to share our music with you today. Our Sultans of String trio will be celebrating 2 decades next season. In that time, we've received 3 Juno nominations and won 7 CFMAs. We've been written up in the New York Times and charted on Billboard twice. And next year, please join us for our 20th anniversary tour. Our show includes lots of audience interaction, and we'll be traveling with our own sound, projector, and screen for an immersive concert experience with gorgeous imagery for each song, telling Canadian stories, including the horses of Sable Island, the underwater calls of Luna the Orca, and a trip to our majestic Canadian Arctic, then off to the Silk Road through Spain, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe, before returning to Canada for an East Coast kitchen party. We also tour as a quartet with Saskia Tompkins. We work with orchestras and choir. We have big stage shows, including Refuge, and Indigenous collaborations with Walking Through the Fire, Christmas Caravan, and of course, young audience and education shows. But here we are, the Lean Mean Touring Machine, the original Sultans of String trio, now on tour. Thanks so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the music. take you out to the west coast of Canada and this song about Luna, the whale. Luna is a killer whale who got separated from his pod a few years back in the Nootka Sound off Vancouver Island. Thank you very much.
Video Phase is a duo fusing music, video, and technology into dazzling performances. Their new show, Alt Escape, immerses audiences in interactive worlds of sound and visuals, exploring ideas like gravity, physics, and time.
Hi, my name is Julien Robert. I'm a co-founder and artistic director of Video Phase. I'm here to introduce you to our third original production, Alt Escape. Video Phase curates performances in a unique hybrid genre, blending live music and digital arts in a way that's both innovative and accessible. With our second show, Lumens, we toured close to 100 times in Canada, United States, and Asia, performing in family festivals, cool series, and in general public events. Along the way, we developed our own instrumented instruments, custom interfaces made of sensors, electronic, lasers, and cameras to control, in real time, an interactive audiovisual system powered by a video game engine. With Alt Escape, we wanted to transform the entire stage into a meta-audiovisual instrument. We removed almost every conventional instrument from the stage and replaced them with invented instruments built specifically for this performance. We also wanted to tell a story, which is why the show begins with narration introducing the theme of parallel universes.
In the vastness of the multiverse, two creators advance, each in his own dimension. Their worlds will soon converge. A new reality will emerge, where time, matter, and energy will yield to their wishes, bridging the gap between their two dimensions and opening the way to infinite creation.
This is a 1-hour digital performance with 2 performers on stage, immersing the audience in a sequence of interactive and hypnotic universes exploring gravity, physics, and time. Our shows are designed for all audiences. For example, during a school series at the River Run Center in January 2024, we performed for students aged 12 to 14 and the reception was fantastic. It works beautifully from ages 8 and up, making it perfect for both daytime school shows and evening family shows. After each show, we can offer a Q&A session to share our creative process and to reveal what happens behind the scenes. We then invite members of the audience on stage to try our custom instruments, a moment that's always a highlight. We can also present hands-on workshop outside of the performance to go deeper into exploring these unique instruments with participants. Our technical requirements are straightforward for a show of this scale. A 30 by 25 by 18 feet stage area with at least 7 feet swings, one powerful central projector, we bring all the other 8 projectors, 16 to 24 lighting fixtures, a haze machine. Setup and rehearsal takes around 12 hours, usually the day before the first show. We travel with the team of 4, 2 artist technicians, sound engineer, and lighting technician. Our fee ranges from $3,000 to $5,000 depending on the number of performers, with quick reduction for multiple bookings. For 26-27, we have good availability, with some negotiation on the way for an international tour in March 2027. Autoscape is an immersive, tour-ready performance that leaves audiences inspired and amazed. We'd love to bring it to your stage and share this journey with your community.
Motion Dance is an award-winning contemporary company from Halifax. Their new show blurs the lines between workshop and performance. With colorful props, bursts of choreography, sound, and improvisation, audiences are invited to join or simply soak up the fun.
I'm Jacinthe Armstrong, a choreographer and performer based in Kjipuktuk, Halifax. I'm the choreographer of the work Play, which was commissioned and produced by Motion Dance in 2023. My family background is Acadian, so I'm bilingual, and my artistic background is in dance, performance, and visual arts. Play is an interactive, interdisciplinary performance that blurs the lines between workshop and show, play, and performance. Set in an informal, non-proscenium space, the piece explores how colorful, large-scale objects shape the way we move. Through accessible, structured improvisation, bursts of choreography, sound, drawing, and colorful props, audiences are gently invited to co-create the experience. Designed for audiences of all ages and abilities, Play is a low-tech, joyful, and responsive experience. One of the points of inspiration for Play was a desire to share work with audiences through many senses, especially movement and touch. Rather than having people just sit and watch, I wanted to have audience embodiment as a part of the performance experience. We worked a lot on how we would hold the audience and roll out the performance so that audience members could feel that they didn't have to do anything too fancy or too risky to be a part of the show, and that their presence alone plays an integral role. We use the space in a way that lots of options are possible and the stakes always remain low. We always say that we can do the whole show by ourselves, but it's much more fun if people join in. The large-scale objects and the materials themselves are also playful, inspiring many fun ways for people to join in. So invariably, by about 3/4 of the way through the show, we have got even the most skeptical audience member to either get on their feet or to participate in some way that they feel comfortable with. Play is performed by a quartet of experienced performers with backgrounds in dance, visual arts, and group facilitation. The artists work together to shape a dynamic, interactive atmosphere that's welcoming and engaging for audience members of many levels of attention and experience. It's very responsive. With this approach, the work is a little different each time we perform, but it's always tailored to the group we have with us in the room. Play is already designed to operate both as performance and workshop. We are, of course, available for additional talks and workshops, but these levels of engagement are already considered within the work itself. For those who prefer exploring on their own accord, we have the objects in the playing space at the end of the show for audience members to interact with at their leisure. In terms of accessibility, the piece works well with the inclusion of ASL interpreters and can accommodate touch tours, low sensory audiences, and other adaptations of the work. Play runs about 60 minutes for an audience of 35 to 50 people. and it's performed in the semi-round. So when the audience enters the space, they see seats scattered along the periphery of the performance space, along with small stools that hold writing implements and colorful pieces of paper that they're going to use later on throughout the show. We can run the show up to 3 times a day, which takes into account the small audience and the intimate design of the show. The ideal performance space is a relaxed space or open hall that's about 35 by 40 feet or 1,500 square feet. However, the piece is really adaptable and can be performed in spaces that range from unusual to a black box theater. Thanks for taking the time to hear more about Play. Of course, if you have any other questions, we'd love to connect with you and to talk more about the work.
Le Gros Orte is a company mixing clown, theater, and circus arts to spark kids' imaginations. Their new show introduces Vanna, who loves order and quiet, and Huguette, her noisy, chaotic neighbor. From acrobatics to thunderous snores, their differences drive each other wild until friendship unexpectedly blooms. It's full of laughter, charm, and just the right amount of chaos.
Hi, I'm Vanessa Neal.
Hey! Hello! Oh, I'm Marie-Hélène D'Amour.
And we are the creators and performers of the show,
The Lady Next Door.
The show is produced by the company,
Le Gros Orteil.
which means...
The big toe.
Yes.
Hey, look!
Oh, okay. Thank you. The company was founded in 2013 in Belleuil,
Hey, Québec.
and since has produced over 10 youth circus shows with the help of the Canada Council for the Arts.
Québec.
The shows have toured across Canada, Europe, Asia, and even Australia.
Good.
The Lady Next Door is the story of 2 very different neighbors who share a common yard. There's Huguette,
Hey, it's me. I'm Huguette.
the exuberant one who loves to hang her laundry on the common fence while singing very loudly.
Yes, I love to sing rigodon song.
While Vanna, the proper and orderly one, enjoys reading Molière in silence.
Mon pai m'achetait un dinde. Mon pai m'achetait un dinde.
Through a series of events, the 2 will get to know each other and become friends. This is a tale of tolerance, wherein the characters will grow beyond their differences and find common ground. The show features female clown artists, as well as a bit of juggling, aerial hoop, trapeze, Chinese pole, roller skating, and acrobatic cycling. We also offer an educational guide to prepare audiences for the show, clown workshops, and post-show discussions. We've received fabulous reviews from kids, parents, teachers, and presenters. To give you an idea, here are some images drawn by audience members that highlight the set design, the accessories, the lighting design, and of course, me.
Oh!
Since 2022, The show has been selected to showcase at Contact Ontario, Radar, MIC, Réseau Centre, and soon Contact West.
In Whitehorse, Quebec. Oh no, Yukon.
We have toured to all corners of Quebec and New Brunswick with over
150 shows.
We are currently amongst plans to tour in Australia.
Wow.
And we would be thrilled to tour in neighboring Ontario.
Neighbor. I speak very good in English.
We are ready and available to tour with our small team of 3.
Yes, you, me, and Julie.
That's it.
Julie, it's my friend.
To clarify, Julie is our technical director. Speaking of, our technical writer is available on our website. We've played big venues and very small venues. We also have an autonomous version of the show which can tour in school gyms and other spaces. It's with great excitement that we hope to tour our show and inspire the next generation with laughter, surprise, and good old slapstick.
Yeah. Oh no. Cut. Oh.
Brendan MacLeod is an award-winning writer, musician, and former Canadian Slam champ. You might also know him from his Juno-nominated group, The Fugitives. In his new show, Brendan brings a feast of words and music to kids from kindergarten to grade 7, with dinosaur raps, haikus, songs about planets and pets, and even a banjo. He makes language come alive in a way that's funny, smart, and full of fun.
Hello, Ontario presenters. My name is Brendan MacLeod. I'm with Holy Guacamole, which is a storytelling and music show geared towards primary school students and their families. I'm actually in Osaka, Japan right now. I'm performing at Expo 2025. I passed Osaka's Public Hall, which is one of their main performance venues, so I was like, right, great opportunity. I apologize for being in shadow, but it is plus 44 out right now, so I'm gonna stay out of the sun for this little bit. A couple things to note that are not on my trailer. Holy Guacamole is incredibly flexible. It's just myself and some instruments, 15-minute strike, 15 minutes teardown. It's performed at libraries, school gyms, community centers, folk festivals, performing arts centers, so it's really versatile depending on what your needs are. I also have a variety of workshops, usually songwriting or creative writing, usually for primary school students for this, but also I have an experience with all ages. This show is really meant to fill kind of like a void in the arts education space for primary school students. I was touring to secondary schools and adult audiences for 15 years, and every time I did a school, all of the teachers would ask me if I had a show geared towards primary school students. And so after a decade, I finally listened to them, and now this is the main arts education show I do. It's geared around figurative devices, so it fits really nice into a curriculum, but it's also like a very open-ended, broad spectrum of poetry and music for all families. So if that sounds like your jam and you're looking for that for your community, you might be interested in Holy Guacamole. I'm gonna go back and look at the rest, some more of Osaka. Here's a last look at the Public Hall. Thank you so much for watching my trailer and for having me. I really appreciate it and hope to see you soon.
There are a zillion stars uncounted for, and what a zillion is an uncountable number, which means the way things are is they're an uncountable number of uncountable stars, which means we can't count the amount of things we don't know, like why are bananas berries and elephants so hairy, my laundry room so scary, 80% of people get married, maybe you or me will eventually be one of only 3 other people who have seen the bottom of the ocean where all is serene. I like it like that.
Hey, my name is Brendan MacLeod. I'm a writer and musician. I've been touring for 15 years. Holy Guacamole is my first show aimed at primary school students. Holy Guacamole has a couple of goals. The first goal, always, is to make sure the kids have a blast with literature, something that is alive, that has breath, that they can engage with, that has a life of its own off of the page. The second main goal of the show is to introduce students to figures of speech. So for instance, there is an alliteration poem, eating exquisite easy over eggs on Easter in an escalator. There's an onomatopoeia poem, munch, crunch, nibble, gnaw. There's a hyperbole poem. It's raining cats and dogs outside. It's just a cliche, a boring way of saying that there's quite a bit of rain. But something less plain and better for your brain would be saying the street is like a railroad track and the water is the train. Hyperbole! While students don't always interact with figures of speech from the curriculum level till grade 5 or grade 7, this show is designed to get it into their heads in a fun way so that when they do reach that stage, they have been introduced to it. And I perform different styles of poetry, rap, superpower, thunder shower, tantalizing tower hour, haiku. How come teddy bears never want to eat your food? 'Cause they're always stuffed. So there's poems about dinosaurs. L is for Leptoceratops, which means slim horned face. And even if that's true, it's still not really nice to say. Songs about planets. A song about the planets that all spin around like a windmill, like a Ferris wheel, like a merry-go-round. I also perform songs on banjo, guitar, ukulele, so the students get a bunch of different styles, musical and poetic styles. The show also deals with serious topics, though. It deals with the mortality of pets, bullying, climate change, and when you go big enough, the Earth with which the planet makes up space. Climate change is not on you, it's on us. So I've designed the show to be flexible. I can do it for kindergarten to grade 3 at one time, and then 4 to 7 at another, or I can do the whole bunch together. Yeah, there's a lot of interaction with the student community during the show. There's question and answer period. There's a sing-along. We do a Mad Libs group poem together. The students are up there making beats. I look forward to coming to the school, look forward to hanging out with the students. Holy guacamole! I promise also that I won't do this. Teacher's gone, everybody explode. Just kidding. And I also won't do this. Maybe I'll do this. POETRY can be fun if you try. All I need are your ears and your hearts and your minds. Come with me to the world where language is queen and does the work of setting words to the world's most beautiful things. The earth and the stars.
Finn Performing Arts' new show is based on John J. Muth's beloved book. Through dance, puppetry, and storytelling, a child sets out to discover how to be good in this world. With whimsical characters and heartfelt lessons, the show explores compassion, friendship, and living in the moment.
My name is Lisa Finney-Langley. I'm choreographer and artistic director of Finn Performing Arts, a contemporary dance theater company based in Kjipuktuk, Halifax. The Three Questions is a 45-minute dance work for young audiences. Over the past 2 years, we've performed the show for over 1,500 young people in theaters and schools in Nova Scotia, and we're ready to bring it to new audiences. Our show is based on the beautifully illustrated book, The Three Questions by John J. Muth, which is in the Canadian school curriculum. Our show is best for school kids in grades 3 to 8 and younger children with their families. In our story, a child wants to be a good person, but isn't sure how to do that. Their friends, Heron, Monkey, and Dog, want to help the child, and so they go on a journey to visit Wise Turtle, who surely will know the answers. Through the adventures of the animal friends and their generous actions when those around them need help, the child discovers the answers for themselves. Our show is narrated, includes shadow puppetry and tactile props, and features 3 dancers. A red kite represents the child's introspective and questioning spirit. Le spectacle peut être présenté en français ou en anglais, and we offer a number of accessibility measures. The dancers perform movement that both narratively tells the story and exposes the audience to metaphor and imagery that is possible with the body. It was really important to us to take all the research, production, artistry, and crafting that we've developed in our adult work and bring it to tell this story specifically for children. The Three Questions is our first show for young audiences, and our second show is in development. We travel with 5 people. Our show can and has been performed in a wide variety of venues, from a filled 600-seat proscenium theater to school gyms and studio spaces. The sets break down into 4 small bundles, and we bring an internal lighting kit. We can use your theater lighting or bring a few more lights of our own to light a space such as a school gym. We love offering a Q&A discussion and demonstration after the show, and encourage children to come behind the sets to see how the shadows and puppets work. Our company is committed to environmental sustainability. Our sets, props, and costumes are all made from recycled, upcycled, or natural materials. Our lighting is LED, and we contribute 1% of sales and travel to carbon reduction and climate action. We want to bring our whole artistic practice to your community. Along with our show, we offer recreational and professional workshops in creative movement, dance making, production, demos and discussion, and community creation. Book us for a visit to your community.
Dog liked to have his pack around him. He thought the most important ones were the ones who stayed together. Théâtre de Louis, masters of imaginative puppetry from Quebec. Their new show tells the story of Octave, a piano prodigy who struggles with anxiety, and Delphine, a carefree adventurer. When their words collide, an unlikely friendship blossoms. Tender, funny, and visually stunning, this fable celebrates the power of connection and shows everyone how our fears can be transformed through friendship.
Bonjour from Montreal, everyone. I hope you're doing fantastically well. A big thank you to Ontario Presents for this wonderful opportunity to present our show to such a brilliant group of presenters. My name is Vikram Basista, and I'm the Market Development Manager for a still remarkably spry 52-year-old puppet theatre company. It's called Théâtre de l'Œil, which translates a bit mysteriously to Theatre of the Eye in English. Isn't that intriguing? Over the past 5 decades, we've created 32 original productions for young and family audiences and have charmed 1.4 million spectators across 4 continents. Through our shows, we aim to make children laugh, reflect, and dream, just like we dreamt of one day pitching to Ontario Presents presenters. And guess what? Dreams do come true after all. On a more serious note, our latest show, 176 Steps, is written by Fanny Britt and the music composed by Ariane Moffat, both very well known for their artistic talent. With this production, we hope to present our rich puppet theatre talent to audiences in Ontario, and we are currently looking for Ontarian presenters willing to open their doors and hearts to a show that speaks to kids aged 5 and up, as well as to their families. The show explores timely and heartfelt themes of anxiety, fear of the unknown, transformative power of friendship. So don't be afraid to reach out to me once you've watched this video. My contact information will appear at the end of this pitch. And if you do not reach out to me, I might just give you enough reasons to be anxious over the next few months. I'm kidding. Or am I? Our story follows two characters. Octave, a brilliant pianist who's terrified of the outside world, and Pearl, a fearless explorer of trees and fishing, who oddly enough is scared of school. Why is that? Well, you'll have to watch this show to find that out. We toured with 4 puppeteers on stage and 1 to 2 people in our technical team. So typically, a tour group includes around 5 to 6 people. It's a small team, but big magic. Thanks again, and I cannot wait to chat with you. I'm pretty sure you're already charmed by me by this virtual pitch and are rather anxious of calling me right away. There you go. The calls just don't stop, yeah? Hold on to your horses, please. I can assure you that I'm a lot funnier in person. So, yes, do call me, but one at a time. I only have 2 years. Thank you.
The first time I saw Pearl, I thought I would love to have a friend like her. My piano doesn't have a name. I wonder if that makes it sad.
You're strange.
I know.
I come from a family of fisher folk. For
generations and generations.
A pleasure to meet you, Pearl.
Oh, you too, pleasure.
Read this. Those are the lyrics to my favorite song.
Oh, I don't know it.
Octave, your voice grates on me like fingernails on a blackboard when I have a headache.
Come with me. I'll show you the place where all the mushrooms grow.
Never ever go near the beach. You might drown and die!
I swear, Octave. Woo! I've never had a friend like you before. Woohoo!
You get down from there now!
How come you never want to do what I want to do?
In our family, it seems there are those who aren't afraid, like you and Papa, and those who are afraid, like me and Mama.
He asked me to read the words. I didn't want to.
Ask him to sing it to you one time and concentrate really hard, so you'll remember.
It's hard for me to be outside my home.
I'm scared of reading and writing. They go together.
The first time I saw Pearl, I didn't know that I'd just make a friend. And that thanks to her, I'd also find my courage.
Shine on me and warm my hands that dance.
Green Thumb Theater is a company that's been sparking conversation since 1975 with plays about issues kids face. Their new show introduces us to Lance, a vocabulary whiz in grade 6, and Sylvia, a grade 3 dreamer with a big imagination. Paired as reading buddies, they clash until Sylvia's wild ideas help Lance create the story he was searching for. Funny, heartfelt, and full of magic, this play celebrates creativity, teamwork, and the power of stories.
I don't get it, Sylvia. I just don't get it.
Get what?
How's one supposed to just do a story? I mean, how's it all supposed to happen?
You just start inventing stuff.
Out of what, though? From where?
Your imagination, I guess.
What if I don't have one?
When what?
An imagination.
Hi, my name is Anita Roshan. I'm the artistic director of Green Thumb Theater, a Vancouver-based company that has a proven track record of developing and touring work that explores social issues relevant to the lives of young people. We believe that children and teens deserve to see high-quality professional theater that doesn't pander, but rather shows the full experience of what it means to be a young person in today's world. For the past 5 decades, we have performed for over 4 million young people, stimulating critical thinking and problem solving. We try and make sure that our shows are as entertaining as they are thought-provoking. A great example of this is 500 Words by Jamie Norris, the show I'll be speaking about today. This play mashes together an unlikely pair. We've got Lance, the smartest kid in grade 6, who is assigned a reading buddy, Sylvia, a spirited daydreamer who's in grade 3, who is finding it harder and harder to hide the fact that she hasn't learned how to read.
K-Nighthoods? No.
That's what the letters say.
No, they don't.
Do so.
K-N-I-G-H-T-S.
K-Nighthoods.
It's pronounced nights.
What about the K?
Silent.
What about the G?
Silent too.
Lance is struggling to come up with a 500-word story for a writing competition, and Sylvia's vibrant imagination opens up a whole new world of story possibilities. Playwright Jamie Norris's writing is able to capture the voice and the spirit of these two very different young people approaching the world in two very different ways. I think a reason this play continues to attract audiences is the way that it's tackling these big ideas, learning differences, literacy, collaboration, but it does it through the lens of these two singular characters. People are drawn to their curiosity, imagination, and vulnerability. What resonates for me is how playful and inventive the play is, all while showing young people an example of the rewards that can come from truly sharing yourself in friendship. The show has a touring company of 3 and works as well in a theater as it does in a gym or school auditorium. Green Thumb Theater is so proud to be presenting 500 Words, which is set to continue to tour through spring 2027.
My name's Lance.
I know who you are.
You do?
You're my new reading buddy. K-Nighthoods?
No.
That's what the letters say.
No, they don't.
Do so.
K-N-I-G-H-T-S.
K-Nighthoods.
I don't get it, Sylvia. I just don't get it.
Get what?
How's one supposed to just
Just what?
do a story? I mean, how's it all supposed to happen?
You just start inventing stuff.
Out of what though? From where?
Your imagination, I guess.
What if I don't have one?
When what?
An imagination.
They galloped for 6 days straight, till Magic's hooves were almost melted right off.
Magic's the horse?
That's it, I can't do this.
Why?
I can't do this with you interrupting me all the time.
Sorry.
Do your
Sorry.
own story.
No. Please. I promise. I'll be like totally silent.
So, he pushes the button and?
And what?
And what happens?
I don't know. That's it. That's as far as I got.
So keep going.
Mr. K-Nights unsheathed his trusty broadsword. His blade, swooshed through the black water, producing showers of electric exploding sparks as it bashed barbarically against the worm's beast body.
Oh, wow.
It's a library book.
Oh, whoa.
The downtown library.
Whoa!
Maybe we should put both of our names down as the authors. Because, well, it was both of us who created the story.
Sure.
Two-time Canadian Magic champion Mark Trudell is back with his new show. Known for dazzling audiences at Just for Laughs and beyond, Mark brings humor, wonder, and imagination into every performance. This time, he returns with new tricks, music, and stories about why storytelling matters.
Hi, my name is Mark Trudell, and I am the performer and magician of a brand new story. Now, sorry, lots of magic in here. So the show was created for kids, but also for family audiences everywhere. There's a lot of magic, lots of laughs, and we can showcase the performance in pretty much every situation. We've done it in festivals and community centers and theaters, of course, in gymnasiums, school assemblies, indoors, outdoors. We've pretty much done it everywhere, so that shouldn't be a problem. Now, we needed to mention a few details. So for the fees, it goes anywhere from $2,500 to $5,000 depending on the situation. So please tell us. Now, the important thing to remember is that it's got a very easy tech writer. We carry our own backdrop. I always come with my own technician. We even carry a sound system just in case, so that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, if you have any question, please do not hesitate. All the details are in the information form, so you shouldn't have a problem reaching us. So without further ado, please enjoy the preview of the show. See you soon.
Let me tell you a brand new story.
Two-time Canadian champion of magic, Marc Trudel, is back. After the amazing success of his first show, he brings us back to the mysterious school for a brand new story. In this brand new show about the power of stories, you'll want to sing, dance, you'll laugh, and you'll be left baffled by the unbelievable magic. From the classic books he finds in his library to the fishing tales of his grandparents, Marc addresses the stories we learn, that we tell ourselves, as well as the ones we write, imagine, and share with others. A show for the young and old where magic, imagination, and comedy are center stage. Welcome to a brand new story.
So, how did you like my story?
Dynamo Theatre is a Montreal-based company touring the globe with acrobatic theatre for over 40 years. Their new show combines acrobatics, clowning, and theatre. A group of characters squeezed onto one couch, clashing, discovering, rebuilding, and learning to help each other.
Hi everyone, my name is Anne-Marie. I am the touring and market development agent for Dynamo Theatre. We do acrobatic movement theatre for the young audience, and we are based in Montreal. Today I'm here to present to you Battles, and oh, wait a minute, I just got a notification from Andréane. I think, yeah, she would like to talk to you, so I will let her speak to you.
Hi, I'm Andréane Joubert. I'm the co-artistic director of Dynamo Theatre and also the director of the show Battles. So today I wanted to talk a little bit to you about this show. So for me, Battles, it's a show about sharing space and humanity.
You mean co-existing, yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm Yves Smart, the co-artistic director of Dynamo Theatre with
I'm a character. Hi. So I want to talk about my character. I'm also a character.
Please.
So for me, it's really a show so Battles, it's a show about sharing and caring and community and love. Let me speak about the show.
Back to me, you just got a glimpse into the whole crew of Dynamo Theatre, who is currently in residency working on a new show. This gives you a sense of the energy that you will see on stage, definitely. So getting back to Battles, I'm going to give you a few key components that will help you decide if this is a show that fits with your venue or not. First of all, the audience. This is a show for ages 8 and up. It works very well with elementary, school, and high school kids. The battle show is with 5 performers on stage, and there are 6 people traveling. The minimum stage requirements are 24 feet wide, 19 feet deep, and 14 feet high. We also offer workshops and outreach activities for kids and families. We use philosophy and theater. We combine them to explore the themes of the show in greater depth. Battles is in its 2nd season of touring, and we are actually planning to come to Ontario in April 2027. So if you would like to join this tour, or if you have any questions regarding this show, don't hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you very much.
And here we are. That brings us to the end of day 2 of the Virtual Networking Series Artist Showcase. We hope you enjoyed the presentations and discovered new artists to help inspire your future programming. For more details about today's artists, or to preview the next showcase, please visit ontariopresents.ca or check out your digital handout. For details on Ontario Presents and our block booking program, please feel free to email info@ontariopresents.ca. We'd like to once again thank our funders, the Department of Canadian Heritage, the Ontario Arts Council, and the Canada Council for the Arts. And most of all, thank you for joining us. And a special thanks to the artists and agents who make this showcase possible. We will be back on October the 9th at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our final showcase. Bring a colleague, grab a coffee, cup of tea, and join us again for another inspiring day of pitches. Thank you.